Hello, this is a short video on accessing data from the Census Bureau's main gateway website, data.census.gov. It's a free website. There's a search box on the left, but for this video I wanted to demonstrate using the Maps option. So instead of using the search box, towards the top right hand corner I'll click on instead on this Maps link. At the Maps search page, I'm going to clean up or simplify this page a little bit. So there's two panes here on the left, two panels. I'm going to close those. So I'll close the filters panel and I'll close this results panel. If you used map search tools at other sites, this one works in a similar way. It's fairly easy to use. You can move it around and you can zoom in and zoom out. For this video, I'll focus on accessing data from the local area, specifically from Marina. So I'm going to use this map to first zoom in to the Marina area. So here's a tip. Now we're looking at this through what's listed, it's described as the basic base map, which doesn't give us much detail. So I'm going to change the base map by going to the Maps toolbar, clicking on once on this base maps link, and changing this from basic to detailed, which I find much easier to use. And there's Marina. Let me zoom in closer. There it is there. Now I'm going to select my geographic unit. So to do that, on the Maps toolbar, I will select the item labeled layer. And the layers are listed from big down to small. So right now it's selected at state. I'm going to scroll down. I'm looking for a smaller area. And this will go all the way down to the census block, which is, I think, the smallest geographic area. But for this video, we'll focus on census tract. So I'm going to click on the census tract option. And notice now that it's listing, it's mapped out the different census tracts. Let me zoom in a little closer. And I am interested for this video on getting census tract data for the downtown Marina area, and specifically for this area right here in Marina. So I'll click once on that census tract, and this is a very basic video. We'll just go directly, we're going to click on this view profile link. And that will bring us to the Census Bureau's data profile page, specifically for this census tract. And information is organized under these 8 different categories, beginning with population and people, moving to employment, and it ends with health. I can scroll down further, and it will start providing more data for those specific subject areas. So here's population and people, there's age and sex, ancestry, and so on. And it provides it highlights 1 or 2 statistics within each category. Now this is what the thing I wanted to make sure you're aware of. Each section also includes a link to the table, which provides much more detailed information. So here's age and sex, lists 2 key statistics, and then right there, that's the link to the table. So I'll click once on that. And now this is for the census tract that I selected, and this is the table that lists all the details related to age and sex. The tables are fairly easy to work with. You can download tables. There's the choices up here. So Excel, if I wanted to download it as an Excel spreadsheet, I just can click on that link. The last thing I wanted to mention for this specific video is you can use the back arrow key on your browser to sort of make changes to the selection. That seems to work well. So for example, I click on this back arrow key, takes me to this profile page, click it once more, and I'm back at the maps option. So that concludes this video. If you do have questions, please feel free to contact us here in the library, and we'll be happy to try and help.